Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. This is my first video that I'm posting on my YouTube channel. I know it's very noisy in here, but please forgive me. You know, when I first came to the Philippines, I used to see a lot of, you know, in America, when you watch about Asia or about terrorists or what have you, you see them wearing this type of headgear. And it kind of leads you to believe that everyone is a terrorist wearing this. But just to show you how misconceptions can be, when I got to the Philippines, I saw that everybody was wearing them. I said, oh my goodness, everybody's a terrorist. But it's not. Actually, it's a part of the headgear that they wear to keep the sun off of them. Now, about myself, I'm about music. So before I go into telling you a little bit more about myself in the video, let me play a song for you. This song is from an artist that I had on the cover of my magazine. His name is Dirty Black. And hopefully it will play on YouTube and not be blocked. So here we go. Why bad boys always fall for good chicks, intelligent, all love, stroke shit. And them girls you better than your boyfriend did. Get you way wetter than your girlfriend did. Girl, you done as cute as you is. Coming at my crib. Come roll with your boy. I tell you how I live. I got a whole nother swag. All this. I'm no joke in the South. I got a hurricane. You got a mediocre mouth. The whole world is mediocre out. What I'm talking about. And I can tell you out. Charging you out. And I'm the best by far. Baby, that's no doubt. I ain't even got no angle. I'm just helping you out. You've been trapped in the box and I'm just letting you out. Come on by the pretty, small and pretty. Matching underwear and it's always icky. But anybody who was some big old business, mama. That's far I want to go with that song. But anyway, a lot of video people who show you about being in the Philippines, they never really show you where they live or how they live. Not that I'm knocking anybody's video, but I figure you only can see so many fish markets. You can only see so many fresh fruits. You only can see so many beautiful girls. Well, you can't see enough of them. But anyway, I'm going to take you into my house. I came to the Philippines to get my glasses fixed, my teeth fixed, to have a baby and live like a king. Well, I got my castle. Let me show you it. You know, being in the Philippines or from a different country, you know, you can't really not be aware of what's going on in your country. And sometimes some of the things that would happen in the country lead to a great deal of disagreements, arguments, and etc. Especially when President Trump was in office. It's very difficult to have a conversation with someone who always view you as a Democrat or you're some type of radical or something like that. But one thing's for sure, there's some things that we mustn't ever forget. We mustn't forget about our dear brother, George Floyd. I know they have a bill now called the George Floyd bill that Congress is working on passing. Hopefully it gets passed and it will stop a lot of the things that the police are able to do, such as the chokehold, just a number of things, no-knock warrants and things of that nature, or excessive force. And hopefully that bill gets passed, because why on God's green earth would anyone want to stop any type of passage of any bill that would prevent the harm and death of unarmed people? It doesn't matter if it's unarmed black or unarmed white or whatever. You know, when I came to the Philippines, I stayed on the top of a lot of the news of what was going on. And I remember an interview that President Duterte was doing, and I remember an American journalist asked him a question and asked President Duterte, what about the human rights violation that takes place here in the Philippines? And I remember him stopping and taking a breath and saying, you come to my country and you talk about human rights violation when in your country you're shooting down unarmed black men in the back. And I was like, oh, like that's, oh, they gave him 1-2, you know. And so it makes sense, you know. He said, don't come to my country till you take care of what's going on in your country. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit, like I said, of what I want to do in the video, things of that nature. But before I do, let me introduce you to the rest of my family. Okimi, Helen, this is Okimi. Say hello, Okimi. Hello there, girl. Oh, I guess, and also some of the benefits of being in the Philippines. Hello, Helen. Come here, Helen. Say hello. Okay, Okimi is she's a golden retriever. I think she's pregnant, so she'll be having a golden retriever and husky puppies. And Helen just won't get pregnant. She's too much of like a cat. Look at her, peeking around the corner. What are you doing? Okay. So anyway, so on my video, what I want to do, Gerard Black in the Philippines, is not only show you things in the Philippines, but really take you inside the culture. You know, meet people, talk to people, ask them questions about how they feel about us and things of that nature. You know, one thing about when you go to foreign countries, it's always imperative, the most important thing that you can do, and that is try to learn the language. Try to assimilate, and you know, try to speak the language. You know, Kanishiwa, you know, Baka, let me see. Shipalima, Ipuda. If you're Korean, that's a really bad stuff. But you should try to learn the language. And because people respond to you differently whenever you try to learn the language. I give you an example. They have Maibuto, 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 Maibuto. Those are the different greetings of the day. So, like Maibuto is in the morning. Maibuto is like between 11 and 12. My harpoon is like from 1 to like till dawn, till the evening, and then it's my own being. But in learning Maibuto, I was taught it by a girl in Cebu. And I used to say Maibuto, which, you know, that's how I thought how to pronounce it. So every morning I used to see this lady, they have these little sorry stores that they, you know, they call them sorry stores, where they sell virtually, you know, most of the amenities that one might need, you know, right away. Here's Brutus. Come here, Brutus. Hey, Brutus. This is Brutus. Brutus. This is the boy here. He's the stud. He's running around, you know, impregnating these girls here whenever he can. Hello, Brutus. Yeah, I see you. I see you, boy. I see you. Okay, come over here. Okay. So anyway, so the old woman, when I say Maibuto, she would get mad at me, and I couldn't understand, you know, why she get mad at me. And so, you know, Maibuto, and I okay, Maibuto. And so I finally told my girlfriend, I said, you know, why is she always mad at me when I say good morning to her? She said, what are you saying? I said, I ain't saying Maibuto. She said, you can't say that. Maibuto means how you have a nice vagina. I said, oh. I said, then I understood why she was a little upset at me for saying Maibuto. Actually, I said, you know what, that sounds like a pretty nice thing to say. But the point of the matter is that you have to learn the language. And with Filipinos, you know, they don't say like good morning, you know, morning, or, you know, everything what they do is, to me, is very musical. Good morning. They, you know, whatever they say, they seem to stretch it out into a note. So, and one of the big things that they do here in the Philippines is karaoke. And I'm going to take you and do some karaoke around town, so this way you get an idea how popular it is and how everybody knows how to sing in the Philippines. You know, in fact, I think that's how they first learn how to read, is reading the words from songs and from doing karaoke. So right now, I'm going to walk you around the back. So this way you kind of get an idea of the rest of my house. Okay, come on, come this way. As you know, as you can see, this is the side of the house. Nice trees. Lynn! This is the back. Lynn! I'm supposed to ask you for a drink. Can you make me a drink? Yes, I need a drink. So come on over here, and you guys see. I'll take you into the rest of the house later. But right now, I want you to get an idea of what, you know, this part of my home is about. You know, the Philippines has been for me a wonderful experience. You know, actually, it's saving my life. Because when I was in the United States...
Hi, sir. Here is your drink, sir.
Thank you, Lynn. Everybody say hello to Lynn. Say hello, Lynn.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm one of the workers of Sir Gerard here in his so-called castle. And Sir Gerard is a very nice and a very kind and good boss.
Wow, she said that just right. Wait, Lynn, tell me. What do you think about foreigners?
Foreigners, sir, I've known them as usually they're not really they're not like us Filipinos. They are somewhat different, but you, sir, is I find it you're just like you're one of us, one of the Filipinos, and
that's a very good compliment for thinking like that. Thank you, Lynn. Win-Win, let me introduce you to Win-Win, my other housekeeper. As you notice, they're all in their uniforms. My uniform is simply no bras. I'm in the Philippines, and that's good. Come here, Win-Win. Come here, Win-Win. Say hello.
Hello, I'm Wing, one of Sir Gerard's worker.
Yeah. So, am I a good boss?
Yeah, very nice boss.
Yeah.
He's have a good heart, very good person.
Well, you can't get a better compliment than that than your workers, unless you're paying them. So what do you think about foreigners? You think foreigners are good or
For me, farm is
good?
good. Yeah,
Very
for
good.
especially Filipino.
Okay, okay, Lynn, Wayne, thank you very much. Okay. You know, I want to tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to end this because I don't want it to go over. I had a friend, and he had a wife, and his wife had a sister, and so he asked me. She was young; she's like 18 or 19 years old, and asked me, would I like to meet, her sister. I said sure. So I met her during Christmas, and I invited them over to my house to eat. So they came over to eat. I had a housekeeper at this time. And when they made the plates, she sat down beside me, the girl who I was supposed to talk to. And my housekeeper set a plate between us. And so, I didn't think nothing of it. You got to eat, you got to eat. But after it was over, my friend said to me, he says, Gerard, what is wrong with you? I said, what you mean, what is wrong with me? He says, Filipinos are not supposed to eat with you. He said, your housekeeper is not supposed to eat with you. He said, your housekeeper should be standing on the corner, waiting for you to raise your head and you need something. He says, you don't bring them into your home. I said, look, let me tell you something. I am a black American. I said, all my life, I have been treated less than. All my life, I've been made to believe that other people are better than I was. Especially white people who always feel that they have, white privilege, I guess is the political correct way of saying it now. That they can do and say whatever it is they want to you and feel like they can get away with it or get away with it. So I told them, I'm not about to come to another country and feel superior over someone because I can. And if you look at a lot of couples in the Philippines, you can see that, that is often the case. It's wonderful to come here, Brutus, it's wonderful to come here and to be old, Brutus, come here. It's wonderful to, come here and be, 70 and 80 years old and walk around with an 18 or 19-year-old girl or a 20-year-old girl, someone that you would never have in your own country, but then it's also important, I think, to always, treat them with respect. You just saw some. Ow! What are you doing, stupid? Some of them, you could tell that they're being treated. They look miserable. I guess the best way to say it. But anyway, so this is about it. That's all I want to put on here for right now. I'm going to tell you to look forward to my my YouTube channel. Gerard Black in the Philippines. Let me switch it this way so that the light will be a little different. Watch for Gerard Black in the Philippines. I'm going to at least try to post a couple of videos a day. I made a New Year's resolution to try to get my viewership or my hits or my shares up to 1,000. So I figured to do it this way. Okay. So remember, I want to thank Michael on the camera, of course. And also thank Gene. Okay. Come here, Gene. Say hello. I gotta have to say hello. This is Gene. Michael is my boy Friday, and this is his girlfriend Gene. And they have done a lot for me. Whenever I need something, they're always here to help me and everything like this. So I'm really happy to have them. It's always good to have someone who can navigate you through the country or be as resourceful and get anything. If you notice, my tail light is broken on the back of my Jeep. That's being black in America. I don't care. Black in the Philippines. I don't care. I'm not trying to fix that. I'm in no kind of hurry. But Gene, thank you very much. Thank you for helping me out, Gene. So, and then of course, the lovely lady who will remain anonymous. We will keep her like that, anonymous. Okay, so remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull us around. And sometimes you're the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I'm living like a king. I hope you are too. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you haven't got a dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought, don't worry about it. Do what I used to do in the States. Get as much as you can, as fast as you can, and go home. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of The Temptations, what's so? Treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. And remember, I always, always love you more. You can reach me at Gerard, Gerard, MCLEOD on Facebook. You also can find my other YouTube channels at Filipino Soul Magazine on YouTube. S is in Sam, G is in George, I is in India, B is in Bravo on TV, / the G Spot. You also can find some more videos. So feel free to subscribe. Feel free to follow me on this journey. Feel free to find out the truth about the Philippines like I'm going to give it. And no one can give it to you like I can. Okay, remember, I always love you more and love you like a love song, baby. I'll talk to you later.